Good evening, scholars. This is going to be a flipped classroom lesson for my 5th grade social studies class. This week we've been working on our Texas foldable as shown right here, and it's come along really well and we finished it today in class. This week we've worked on Texas symbols, so like our state model, flower, our tree, our plant, a dish, our bird, and our flag, which are all great symbols of Texas. Now last year you learned all about Texas history in 4th grade. So this year in U.S. history, what we're going to do is we're going to learn about another state. So everyone in the class has picked another state, and we're going to create another foldable just like this. So tomorrow in class, you're going to come in and you're going to grab your symbol papers and you're going to put it together just like this. It's going to go model, flower, tree, plant, dish, bird, and then flag. But instead of Texas, you're going to have to fill in your state name. And to get all of the information for your next state foldable, we're going to go to, We're going to go to awesomeamerica.com. So I chose Texas, so that way I wouldn't ruin anybody else's cool surprises. And it's going to give you all this cool information like our capital, our motto, our tree, the bird, and the flower, and then our song, mammal, big mammal, origin, and all that good stuff. And so that's the first thing we're going to do in class, is our foldable. The second thing I would like to do in class is start our projects. Now, we voted last week to see what kind of project we wanted to do, and most of the class said that they wanted to do a travel poster. So I found one that I liked, and this is a travel poster. See, it has our state name and our state nickname, and then it has a ton of the Texas cities in it and different things that they're famous for. Like here's Austin and our Capitol building, and that's where we live in San Antonio, and here's our Alamo. And so since we're going to do that, we're going to go and so we're going to stay on Awesome America, and we're going to look up some cool things to do in your state. So my example is going to be Texas. That way I don't spoil anybody else's state, so they can share it with the class. So I'm going to scroll down on this page, and there's going to be different information tabs. This is about our state fair and our forest, historic sites, attractions, rodeos, NASA, Six Flags, the Cowboys, the Mavericks, the Stars, the Astros, the Rockets, the Texans, the Spurs. And it's just going to give you a ton of information for things to do and things to see in Texas. Now, each one of these state tabs over here is going to have not the Texas information, but similar information as to what to do and see in that state. I would like you to choose 5 things from this section on your state and put them on your poster board. Your poster board needs to include a picture of your state, nice and big like this one, and then the capital, wherever the capital is in your state. And then it's going to need to include 5 things to see and do in your state. It doesn't have to look like this one. You can set it up however you want to. But so, in Fort Worth, we have a ton of the cattle trails to see. And then Austin, there's the Capitol building. And then in San Antonio, of course, we have our Alamo. And then Johnson Space Center is in Houston. And then up in Midland, it's famous for its oil. So these are all great things to see in Texas. Now this one is kind of boring when it comes to the information about what you can see and do in Texas, so I'd like yours to be a little more detailed. But I think you will all do a great job. And just make sure when we're finding our information, we're going to cite this site And it's going to be awesomeamerica.com/whatever state you pick. I can't wait to see you all in class tomorrow and to start on these projects. Make sure that you've already chosen your state and maybe click on, your state's name so you can already have some information as to what we're going to be doing tomorrow. But I expect you all to come in ready to learn and ready to start on your projects with all this information already in hand.